Hello everybody, Michael Chavallo alongside Han Solo. We're coming to you live from Futsal Oz headquarters in Thomastown, and what a women's game we've got for you tonight. Kicking us off, Fitzroy, top of the table, take on number 4 placed Banyule. Han, in every way you look at this game, it should be an absolute ripper.
Absolutely ripper indeed. I'm looking forward to it. It's probably game of the round, I believe. It's first against, Banyule, which is up and coming. They've come in this season pretty dominant, so it's going to be interesting to see who's going to come out best.
What is it about Fitzroy that has made them such a powerhouse this season? They are undefeated after 13 games.
I think we always talk about it. It's the fundamentals. It's in a house, it's the brickwork, it's the woodwork, it's the foundation.
So the framework, the foundation is strong.
That's right, and that comes from their coach Jimmy Sufis and Scotty Rogan, and that's what makes them so dominant in this game.
We're super excited. We hear the music playing in the background. The team's about to come out. Okay, Han, a couple of players we need to look out for in the Fitzroy team. Who do you choose? 2 players.
I'm going to choose Daniela Godot. She's just come back, I'm not sure, either from injury or from absentee. She's one to look out for, and her and Claudia Friscalzo, dynamic duo.
And we see the Banyule Bulls out here at the moment. They're number 4 on the ladder coming into this game. Who are a couple to look out for on the Bulls tonight?
Couple to look out for the keeper, Tin Fanua. She can score from the D, if you would say. And I would say her sister, Monica Fanua, also one to look out for.
So once again, folks, top of the table, Fitzroy FC played 13 games. They are 13-0 coming in tonight. Banyule 6-7 coming in tonight. But from what I'm hearing around the traps, Han, a real dark horse to take Fitzroy out tonight, Banyule.
Oh, they could be the team to do it. Last time they did it, it was a draw, and, it could happen. But I don't know. Anything can happen. I'm not going to tip it. It's hard. I can't do it.
You're not going to tip it? Not brave enough to do it?
I can't do it. It's going to go to penalties. How about that?
Well, we have the media tips here, and I'm just looking 3-2 in favour of Fitzroy. Say their media tips tonight. Wherever you're watching, folks, all around the country, how do you think it's going to go down? Let us know in the comments section. Do you think that Fitzroy will take it? Do you think that Banyule will take it tonight? We're just a couple of minutes away from kick-off time. And if Banyule are going to do it, Han, how do they do it?
They will do it with Tin Fanua in goals, throwing it off to Monica Fanua being the target, and that's how you do it.
So the Fanuas are the key here.
Fanuas are the key here.
If you can take care of business against Fanuas, you can close down Banyule.
Absolutely, yes.
And what will Fitzroy be relying on?
They're relying on Daniela Godot with Claudia Friscalzo. Those two as strikers in the flank or as target. And then you got M. Kapok. She's a dangerous one too. If you allow her space in that D against one-on-one with the keeper, anything can happen.
So we just saw Fitzroy make their way out, take their team photos. Banyule also ready to go. A little bit of a crowd filing in here on a very cold and wet Thursday or Wednesday night, I should say, here in Melbourne. And there's the team photo for the Banyule Bulls. Banyule 13 played, goal difference of -9, 18 points coming in. Fitzroy, top of the table, have played 13 for 13-0, 90 goals, 90 in 13 games is extraordinary.
We're going to see there on the back there. That's the stats right there. And we were mentioning Claudia Friscalzo, the top goal scorer in the league right now. She scored how many she scored? I can't even read. I think 50.
How about this stat? 13 games, 90 goals. That's an average of 7 goals a game for Fitzroy.
27 goals from Claudia Friscalzo alone.
Incredible. Incredible. What a boot on her. Are we going to see her put them in the back of the net tonight? Can Fitzroy maintain that great standing, that undefeated record? Can they go 14-0 this season? Or will the Banyule Bulls finally be the team to upset them? Put the first blemish on the record of Fitzroy for this season. It's time for kickoff here at Futsal Series headquarters in Thomastown. Fitzroy in the black, Banyule in the white.
Shall we get down who's actually playing tonight, Michael?
Take us through the teams here, Han.
All right, so in the black, as you mentioned, Fitzroy. In the middle, we've got number 10, M. Kapok. We've got Steph Otto, number 7. Romy Heasley, number 8. Number 13, Claudia Friscalzo. Number 19, Daniela Godot. Number 23, Diana Friscalzo, and the goalkeeper, number 32, Elizabeth Aya, and the substitute goalkeeper tonight is Kat Sayacek. And for Banyule, they've got a full squad as well this evening. Quickly go down their lineup. Number 16, Lisa Fanua. Number 1 in goals, Tin Fanua. Just
Early
let you go.
aggressive start here from Fitzroy, having the opening shot on goal. Wasn't a great one to kick it off, but certainly pushing forward early. The ladder leaders, Fitzroy.
Number 3, Monica Fanua. 24, Layla Abdul Latif. Number 21, Danielle Galuccio. As ball just went out there for a corner. And where are we? Pam Dimitri. Number 4, number 5, Penny Bakopoulos. Number 11, Melissa Garcia. Good to see her back as well.
Short corner from Deanna Friscalzo. Gets it through to Claudia Friscalzo, but ball doesn't go where I hoped it would go. Good attacking early on here from Fitzroy. Shot at goal again, blocked on the top of the D. Now in possession of Banyule, tried to get it through the centre. Back in possession for Fitzroy. Shot on goal early. Nice defence. Good stop there from Fonua.
And lastly, 18, Juliana Pavia, and they're led by Naz Syed.
Ball comes in again. All attacks so far from Fitzroy. Nice block there by Leila Abdulatif. Sideline ball. Struck not well off the inside of the right boot. Now in possession with the Banyule. Can they create down the centre corridor? Lobs a shot into the D. Just goes over the top of the goal post.
And funny enough, we see Kat Sajek in goals as opposed to Liz.
Going to say first real attacking play here for Banyule. And the ball just getting away there.
So Liz, their superstar goalkeeper. Golden Glove contender, not present so far.
Ball finds its way back into Fitzroy. Short pass on there from Steph Odo on the outside now. Comes across to Friscalzo. That's Deanna Friscalzo. Crosses the court over to number 13, Claudia Friscalzo. Switching sides here. Nice play early on from Fitzroy. Goes towards goal and another save there.
Their shots have been on target. That's where they can be dangerous. It's hard as a goalkeeper to stop those because they're so accurate.
There has been no filling out process whatsoever from Fitzroy. They have been attacking from the get-go tonight. Nicely centred ball, taking their time, not rushing. Ball just got away there. Good, solid goalkeeping.
Very solid too. Almost one-on-one, but that shot wasn't as powerful as expected from Banyule.
Thrown here from Fanua. Goalkeeper takes it. As you see, Fitzroy just taking their time, surveying the entire court, seeing what openings are available to them. Go across the centre. Nice ball out to the side. Steph Odo, that number 7. And goalie to pick up the pieces here.
So check so far, done a save, crucial one. So for her, I think it's a confidence boost, especially with her opponent, Banyule, being so dominant in goal scoring.
Top of the D now for Fitzroy. Ball gets away from them. Down the centre come Banyule. This is via Monica Fanua. Banyule struggling to get the ball in close where they'd like to be, as it's Fitzroy who has been attacking far more in the opening few minutes. Ball goes from one side to the other. Long throw from goal. Banyule in possession. Chance here over the top of the bar from Monica Fanua. First real chance on goal for the Banyule Bulls.
Bit of a miscommunication there coming from the keeper, but in the end they got away with it. Just luckily for Fitzroy, missed shot there from Fanua.
Claudia Friscalzo goes back, again surveying the field. Chance here now as they come at Deanna Friscalzo. On the right foot, centres it. Goalie just getting a flick across as it came across the face of the goal.
Oh, and M. Kapok was there in the D asking for it, but decided to go on her own.
Fitzroy constantly threatening here. Squaring the ball again. Couldn't maintain possession. Comes to Banyule now. This is Layla Abdulatif. Lisa Fanua. And the ball out of play.
So I feel like the structure of Banyule, haven't seen it so far, but their connection with that structure, with a 4-2-2, has been incredible to watch, and it's making Fitzroy move out more and use the court more.
Nice centering ball, nicely played. Down the right flank, here they come again. Chance once more for Fitzroy, but good goalkeeping, just keeping it out.
Oh, incredible positioning there from Tin Fanua. That's all you got to do as a keeper sometimes, Michael, is your positioning in front of goal.
The way that Fitzroy can slow the ball down in back, and once they start going forward, Han, they generate that speed and they look so dangerous.
It's the counter-attack that gets you. They're so quick in that transition.
Still, though, for all the speed and the savvy so far, they haven't got a score on the board, Fitzroy, as they would have hoped for. Passing it around the back. Let's see what openings they can find. This is where they're patient. And that one led a little astray. And Abdul Latif just lets it go out of bounds back to her keeper.
Usually their passes are pretty sharp, but they're a bit shook here, Fitzroy, I believe. They're normally pretty accurate, but...
You know what, Han? The longer you go on with an undefeated record, you're sitting at the top of the mountain. Everyone's trying to climb that mountain to get to you, and that's when nerves start to creep in, when you're trying to protect that unblemished record.
Yeah, you see, for example, if you're, comparing it to Lord of the Rings, a battle, they're at the top of the hill, and everyone's coming at them with arrows and swords.
And that's what Banyule promised tonight. They believe they will be the team to blemish that record of Fitzroy. Here's a chance now. Couldn't get the strike off, and a deflection sends it over the goal line.
Good defending there from Otto. Just got her foot on it. Defending comes first and attacking comes later, I reckon.
Shot off the right boot, just lobbed over the top there by Daniela Galluccio. Couple of chances so far for Banyule. The better chances have come the way of Fitzroy, however. And a lot of it being played through Deanna Frascalzo. Banyule almost thought they were going to give away possession there.
Oh, but that was very clever play there coming from Monica Fanua. Even though she fell to the ground, that quick play, that's how you beat Fitzroy, is have that play around them, behind kind of their sight and their vision.
Crowd continues to build in here at Futsal Oz in Thomastown, and my word, if Banyule can score, they will be going bananas in the stands here. Possession back for Fitzroy. Tried to cut it in to Noah Valdo. Claudia Frascalzo. Banyule with another charge forward down that right side. Corner here. And that one just comes off Deanna Frascalzo. It'll be a second corner here for Banyule. Can they fashion something from a set piece? Nicely played, but just roost that ball high. Does Lisa Fanua.
So as we see there, their goalkeeper 32, Elizabeth Ayer, just on the pitch now in the fluorescent. Things might be shaping up now, Michael.
Long ball downfield, hoping to find Frascalzo. Couldn't get a hold of it though. Banyule trying to go up that right corridor once more, but nobody home.
Looks like it's a corner kick, and we see substitution number 5, Penny Bakopoulos. I'm just going to get that, Michael. It's going to be.
Ooh, that was a tight angle. Ran it down the line.
Did it touch the line?
Yeah, just sort of painted the line there. Very close. Banyule threatening. But here's Fitzroy once again, taking their time, looking for the openings. Trying to centre the ball. Nice little check down the left now come Banyule. That was through Melissa Garcia. Ball now back in Fitzroy's possession. Claudia Frascalzo. Long shot towards goal, but the keeper saw it coming from a mile away. Here's Monica Fanua. Keeper high, out of the D, plays it down the right. Can she maintain it here? Melissa Garcia back to centre and roosted over the top again by Lisa Fanua.
I think she had a bit more time there to maybe, allow a bit of movement for Banyule, but they're just rushing that ball.
Banyule needs to slow it down, take a look, realise they do have time on their side. There is still 13 and a half minutes remaining in this first half, and Fitzroy have not scored.
Could be the tempo. They're keeping up with the momentum and, the speed of Fitzroy. Pretty quick there down the line. But for them, they still haven't yet had a change in bench on the field.
Trying to dribble away down the left side there was Steph Odo. Not too much mustard behind that one from Monica Fanua. Centering ball, crack off the right boot there. It was Claudia Frascalzo, and she'll have the kick in here. Oh, almost took a deflection into goal. That could have been very unlucky. And now it's Banyule with a chance down the left. Squares the ball, nobody home. Nicely blocked there by Claudia Frascalzo. In possession, Emma Kopok. But no, Fitzroy again come agonisingly close.
Unbelievable. It was just every play that they can create for Fitzroy goes their way, but something happens in that barrier of the Banyule goals that just did not allow them for that ball to creep in.
Long throw right down the other end of the court here. 12 minutes 35 remains. First half, we're still tied at 0-0 between first place Fitzroy and fourth place Banyule. Interception there, but just lost control of it. Banyule have come close. Fitzroy have come closer.
I think someone's just going to open the door, open the gates, and it will flood open, I reckon, Michael.
Been far too much flooding already around Melbourne, Hahn. I don't know if we necessarily want any tonight here in Thomastown.
I don't think there's ever been a flood here, actually. Been a few
Long
leaks.
throw. Tried to bring the ball under control there. Did Lisa Fonua. Kicks it in, centres it, nicely squared to Monica Fonua. Tried the shot. Ball in possession now for Scalzo. Straight into the keeper's arms. Little back heel. Chance off the right boot here for Fonua.
There you have it. The floods come in, Michael, and this is probably the start of the goal scoring.
This is not what Fitzroy wanted. This is the perfect start for Banyule. Have a look at the clever back heel. Left boot, puts it on the right, goes a little on the outside, finds the back of the net in the far corner. That was spot on, Hahn.
Spot on, and that's what you're going to have, that little spark. And Lisa Fonua working so hard the entire game to allow that chance. And did we say she needed more time? She needs to give herself more time.
She held herself up
She
there.
did.
She looked at her opening and she found it.
I think she heard us from up here.
The two previous shots she'd roosted way high over the goal, but that one found the target, and she is the target point for Banyule. That's quite obvious.
She is, and it looks like there's a free kick given here to Fitzroy, and Frascalzo, they want to take it.
Claudia Frascalzo off the right, top of the D, and they lob it over the top. So maybe not the best set piece there from Fitzroy. Are they a little rattled that Banyule has scored first here tonight?
I think they are. I don't think they've been behind at all for some time.
Nice little toe poke down the right line. Fitzroy trying to create a good defence there to put the ball out of play from Penny Bekopoulos.
Can they respond, Fitzroy? Because I don't think they're not used to having 0-1 in any game.
Monica Fonua putting the ball out on that occasion. Good defending from her and Bakalopoulos. Squares the ball up. Cracks over the top. Does Claudia Frascalzo. And I do sense some of that frustration from Fitzroy. Banyule, you feel the confidence is oozing through every pore of every player in this team now.
Well said. And as we see another substitution just there. First touch. Why not? That's Juliana Pavia, number 18 for Banyule. So they're using their bench wisely this evening.
Keeping the legs fresh here. The Banyule City Bulls ahead of the league leaders Fitzroy with under 10 minutes remaining in the first half.
Time for a timeout possibly, Michael?
Maybe a reset here for Fitzroy. Have a few words from the manager. And indeed, I do believe that Jimmy Sufis, Scott Rogan, will have words for Fitzroy should they call that timeout. They were so settled in the opening 5 or 6 minutes, looking so dangerous. But since Banyule came on strong, they've been a bit flustered now, Fitzroy. Down the line, nicely done for Frascalzo. Off the right, and she scores! Claudia Frascalzo levels it for Fitzroy. 1 goal apiece, 8 minute 50 on the clock. Now we've got a game, Hahn.
We've got a game, and the golden boot contender right now, Claudia Frascalzo, just calm and collected sometimes in big moments. She can really make that, magic happen.
The question is, can Banyule maintain their composure? Just trying to get around, and on the inside was Melissa Garcia. Fitzroy back with the ball. This is how they looked in the opening 5 or 6 minutes, passing it around the back, waiting for an opening, then the speed up the front and through the centre. Nicely checked there. And the ball back in the keeper's hands.
You see number 8, Romy Heasley, coming on board on the court for Fitzroy. So probably one of the first substitutions we've seen for the Tigers.
Long ball Sent it up for Fitzroy. Claudia Frascalzo, the goal scorer, just wide. Her confidence will be beaming at the moment. Banyule need to strike back. There was a long ball intended for Pam Demetriou, but she couldn't control it. Long shot. Keeper saw it coming. Need to work those angles up front more and get that speed towards the D, Fitzroy. Solid defending here from Fitzroy. Nicely done. Put over the byline.
And so far been a pretty clean game. You know, both teams have been physical, but there's only been one foul, and that was given to Banyule Bulls earlier. But we thought it was going to be a lot more heated, Michael, in this game.
It has been a terribly entertaining game, no doubt about that. Short ball in from Pam Demetriou. Fitzroy now almost found the break. Oh, a couple of more inches and they would have been within sight of goal on that one.
Oh, and I think M. Kapok was hoping for a better deflection, but in the end she put her body on the line.
Frascalzo looking up her opportunities, goes down the right corridor. Nicely taken out there from Juliana Pavia. The ball in will come from the goal scorer, Claudia Frascalzo. Centres it to her keeper, just slams it almost through the back netting of the stadium here. That was a powerful right boot.
Might end up in Keon Park train station if you if you allow it.
Nicely done, but they lost possession of Banyule. Again, solid check, centre of the court. No foul there, says the referee. Play continues down the right-hand side now, trying to centre the ball for Frascalzo over the top of the net. Maybe rushing herself there, Hahn. She had a moment or two. She could have looked at that goal properly.
A little bit, but in the end, you know, you've got to take it for what's given, and you don't have enough time. Futsal's so quick. Good
defence there as Frascalzo had a shot off the left boot. 5:55 remains. First half, 1 goal apiece. League leaders Fitzroy, 4th place Banyule. Squared up to try and get a second one on the board there for Romy Heasley, but she couldn't get a hold of it. And here come Banyule again. What can they fashion here? Monica Fanua giving it away.
I think I've just cursed myself. Here I am not talking about any fouls, and 2 happen in about 2 minutes.
You're putting the moz on them, Hahn. 3 fouls to Banyule City Bulls. It was Banyule who opened the scoring. Fitzroy a little flustered before they scored through Claudia Frascalzo to even it. Those beautiful long passes that Fitzroy executes from inside their own half. Frascalzo hoping for goal number 2 off her right boot, but just puts it to the outside of the net.
And both teams have come from a big win last week. As we just see that play continue here for Fitzroy. So for them, both are hungry for another win, a consecutive win.
Everything Fitzroy is doing coming forward is going through Claudia Frascalzo, number 13. Her sister also on the court, Deanna Frascalzo, number 23. Oh, off the keeper almost. Nicely done. Just need a little bit more pepper on it. Here we go forward now with Banyule. Pam Demetriou. What can she do? Loses possession. Keeper comes out to clear for Fitzroy.
Hey, not a bad change-up, but that confidence that you see from Tin Fanua, and not a lot of keepers go past the halfway line.
Keepers have been instrumental so far tonight. Both of them have been happy to come out of their D on occasion. And here's Claudia Frascalzo again, surveying what lies ahead. Threads the ball to the centre. It comes to Lisa Fanua for Banyule. Now to Layla Abdul-Latif. Beautifully done from Abdul-Latif. Here's a chance! And just couldn't get it. First strike wasn't there for Lisa Fanua. Once again, the target point for Banyule.
And Layla, she's so pretty with the ball. I can't even, it's just watch her with that footwork. And she just, calmly goes past.
It was a nice little slalom, wasn't it? Yeah. Right in the centre.
Exactly. And then saw her teammate and went, You're going to have it. I'm not going to even attempt to score, but you can have it. And Lisa Fanua can be dangerous in that pocket. She scored from that area earlier, so could happen again.
Fitzroy with a chance. Takes a shot does Kopic. Didn't realise Frascalzo was on her right. I should say it was Deanna Frascalzo on that occasion on her right, not Claudia. Losing possession, Fanua goes back to the keeper. Nicely played. Back to Fanua, controls it. Where will she go with this one, Fanua? Will she square it to the centre? Yes, she does. Ball was hopeful for Bakalopoulos, but couldn't maintain her posture. Deanna Frascalzo to her sister. Little back heel, switching sides of the court, but the ball just runs away from Deanna Frascalzo.
Oh, and Penny, great pressure. You know, sometimes that's what you've got to do with confident Fitzroy players, is just have that presence and allow that mistake to happen, which they have done.
Keeper coming right up the court on this occasion. Abdul Latif throws into Fanua. Fanua couldn't control it. Fitzroy down the centre. Hopeful ball just inches wide of that right goalpost. Bakalopoulos could not bring it under control.
Fitzroy have come back, though, to defend that ball. They've got numbers back now.
Frascalzo down the right-hand side. Couldn't find what she was looking for. 1 minute 40 now remains in the first half. We are deadlocked at one apiece. Odo trying to get past Fanua. Fanua blocks her cleverly. Take it on the chest. Bakalopoulos tries to recover the ball. Too many Fitzroy players about it, though. Easy possession for Fitzroy.
I think Fitzroy looking for the goal just to keep it in the lead, because I don't think they're comfortable with this one goal apiece coming in.
It would be emotionally gutting for Banyule to concede with 1 minute 5 remaining. Here come Banyule now. Crack from Fanua off the right boot. She still has possession. Abdul Latif down the right side and just couldn't control the ball.
Oh, the crowd are loving it. They're getting up front action right there, and they're just, you know, on the edge of their seats, because you don't know what's going to happen here, Michael.
It's great to see this crowd has braved the wild Melbourne weather tonight to turn out for the first of 4 games tonight. And this one, the league leaders versus the number 4, deadlock with under a minute to go in the first half.
And up next, it's Preston and Melbourne, AKU. Don't miss that one as well.
Chance to turn, didn't fall for M. Kopic. Now it's Banyule trying to bring the ball under control. Daniela Galuccio. Throw in from Fitzroy, centres the ball, hoping for Kopic. Too far, not placed there from Deanna Frascalzo.
It's on and unpreferred, so not easy with the left boot.
One more chance for Banyule, perhaps. That would be it. The ball roosted over the top of goal. We're about to hear the whistle. And there it is. We are 1-1 at half-time between league leaders Fitzroy and 4th placed Banyule City Bulls.
Oh, no free kick, says Abbott. What a mop up. Abbott, what a great play, little Abbott. Look at it, Abbott. Look at Abbott. Abbott. No way.
Oh, there it is. Oh, what a way to score. Holding the ball.
Dubra and Whelan over the top, Buddy Abbott. It's got to be Boodia. And Fitzroy and champions.
Ready for the second half here between Fitzroy and Banyule. It was Banyule who opened the scoring, put some jitters into Fitzroy, and then Fitzroy a few minutes later equalising, and Abdul Latif kicks us off for the second half. Fitzroy league leaders 13-0. Banyule fourth place 6-7. Banyule coming off a 3-1 win last week against Evolution. A 5-1 win last week for Fitzroy against Amazons.
That was a huge win because Amazons, second place. They were last season's champions. And for them to beat them twice is telling of what the talent is this season.
Abdul Latif centres the ball. Nicely done. An opportunity with the outside of the boot, but Banyule could not capitalise. Monica Fanua.
She knew. The moment that ball connected to her boot, she knew straight away it was going wide.
I tell you what, Han, this is an aggressive start from Banyule now. It was aggression from Fitzroy at the start of the game, but Banyule have opened up like a house on fire to start the second half.
They're going to beat Fitzroy in their own game, and they're doing it right now with, that momentum. They kicked it off too. So it's almost the opposite now of what the first half, when Fitzroy came out the gates knocking.
Throw in here from Banyule. Abdul Latif bringing the ball under control. Gets it on the left, centres it, but no one home. And easy keep for the goalie. Out here to Frascalzo. Steph Otto. Frascalzo. This is Deanna Frascalzo. Back to her sister Claudia. Oh, nicely checked there from Monica Fanua. Just to close down that passing of Fitzroy, which is where they're so dangerous. They slow it down, they survey the field, they hold the ball, and then they sprint forward. And just tipped over the post there by the keeper with a nice save.
Absolutely brilliant save. And we're talking about these confident keepers coming out of the line. They do track back and ensure that if that ball does go back their way, they can stop it as well. Looks like a challenge here for Fitzroy, as Frascalzo tumbles her way through the court.
Claudia Frascalzo has scored 27 goals this season. Deanna Frascalzo has scored 16. Back heel. Almost caught napping there was Deanna Frascalzo. Don't think she knew that back heel was coming. Abdul Latif. Dangerous going across, looking for Fanua. Fanua now, a little ball on the inside to Monica Fanua. The Fanua sisters joining forces on the right side. And there's a ball over from Daniela Galuccio.
They've been playing for many, many seasons. So for them, I think they are more connected than a lot of players. If you've got sisters on your team, and this is the only two teams where you see a bit of family connection.
It is a family affair. The Frascalzo sisters for Fitzroy, the Fanua sisters for Banyule Bulls. What can Fitzroy fashion? The ball. Steph Otto in the middle. Frascalzo trying to play it just right of centre. Looking for the top of the D, and it was Steph Otto who was there but couldn't get the shot off.
Making Liz Aya work overtime so far in this half. She's got more possession of the ball than anyone else in this game.
Here's Fanua. Tried to bring it on a left boot to no avail, however. Ball back with Fitzroy. Nice job of holding up the ball again. Frascalzo cuts it to the left side, finds her sister, gives it up. From one sisters to another, the Fanuas now. Monica Fanua to Abdul Latif. Lisa Fanua. On her right boot. Came close, but keeper met it.
She's loving that little pocket there on the right-hand side. Could really fend off the defender too.
Fanua, who was shooting high over the bar in the opening 5 minutes of the game, certainly shooting on target ever since. The ball out for a side ball for Banyule.
Things are slowing down a bit here, Michael. They've went out firing, and then now it's just...
You can sense the tension, Han, as the clock is ticking down because, you know, Fitzroy are teetering on the edge here. Banyule puts one in and locks it down. Fitzroy is staring at their first defeat. Abdul Latif keeps control. Back to Fanua. Fanua slides it in. There was an opportunity there for Daniela Galuccio, but just couldn't check the ball with her right boot.
No, Fitzroy, they're giving everything they've got. They're just using, again, fundamentals. You know, go back to basics. Go back to what you learn, what you have done all season.
Frascalzo tries to centre it. Lisa Fanua defending on that occasion, puts it behind the goal line. What can Fitzroy fashion from this piece?
They're really good at set pieces. That's one of the best teams in the league from set pieces. But I think Banyule's done their homework.
Abdul Latif trying to get it past Otto. Took 2 bites of the cherry to do it. Turned around here for Frascalzo. Fanua lobs it over the top. A little bit too far, though, for Monica Fanua.
I think Diana Frascalzo always gets herself in the left side of the field. I don't know if it's intentional, but I don't think she's good with her left boot, and I don't know if she needs to swap her positioning.
Diana Frascalzo just grimacing there. She had an open opportunity off her right boot and couldn't capitalise. Fitzroy set again, tried to play through there, but blocked by Melissa Garcia. Chance for Fanua. Can she turn? Back to Garcia off the right boot.
Unselfishly, pass it on to her teammate.
Wonder if Fanua should have had a turn there. Should have tried to muss her away inside the D and give it a crack. 16:30 remains in the second half. We're still tied at 1 goal apiece. Which for Fitzroy, who averaged 7 goals a game this season, is very slow scoring.
I was just going to say who scored the goal if you missed it. Lisa Fanua, the opening one, and Claudia Frascalzo with the response for Fitzroy.
They have been the 2 target points all game, those 2 ladies. Here come Fitzroy again. It was Diana Frascalzo trying to play the ball through. Can Banyule find a way to get a second goal and really put the pressure on Fitzroy?
It's been a very counter-attack type game, Michael.
Centres it. Ball in. Nicely done from Steph Otto. Off the right boot. It seemed to just float over the top. Finds the target and Fitzroy go into the lead. Let's take a look at it again here, Han.
I think the keeper, Tin Fanua, was caught off guard. I don't think she expected that to float in. As you see there, that pinpoint precision from Steph Otto. It does not get better than that.
It looked like it was floating to the goalkeeper's left and then it drifted off to her right. It was a surprise one.
And that's, I think that's what you got to do in a game like this, Steph Otto. Just take your chance. And that ball swiftly in the air, so perfectly positioned.
Banyule cannot get flustered here. They've got to maintain their composure and keep doing what they were doing.
It's one of the best goals I've seen from Steph Otto, I reckon.
Centering ball. Here's a chance for Banyule. Possession on the right for Penny Bakalopoulos. Throws it in, centres to Fanua. Just couldn't get the turn there, Monica Fanua. Long ball from the keeper, end to end, returns the favour.
Good grip on the hands, though. A bit of volleyball.
Time ticking down here for Banyule. Came into this game on 18 points for the season. Fitzroy on 39, top of the ladder. A lot of people were predicting that Banyule could be the team to inflict the first loss of the season for Fitzroy.
Still can, Michael. Anything can happen. We've seen strange things happen here in the Cirrus Futsal Arena.
Still a long time to go as Fitzroy again showing tremendous ball control and savvy, slowing down the play, picking their openings. Ball comes back to the goal scorer, Otto. Trying to open up the court here. Fruscalzo. Off her right boot, just nicely blocked there from Penny Bakalopoulos. Throw in for Banyule. Couldn't bring it under control, Monica Fanua. Fruscalzo. And it looks like Fanua sends it over the top of the net. Banyule cannot feel disheartened here, Han.
No, they absolutely can't. They're just really going to keep their composure, not be frazzled with the scoreboard, because they can score. And that first 5 minutes from Banyule looked really promising for them. They just are unable to capitalise on their chances.
Kicking from Fruscalzo. Otto with a shot off the right boot. Be another Fitzroy ball here. Crowd continues to file in at Futsal Oz in Thomastown, Melbourne.
They've huddled in that one spot. I think they want to be part of the camera.
Everyone wants to be a part of the action here.
Yep.
Ball put out, and it'll be a throw in here for Banyule. Long throw in, hoping to find Melissa Garcia, top of the D. Quick out from Fitzroy. Can they square up? They do indeed. Melissa Garcia off the right boot. Garcia, the equaliser. And Banyule back in the game. What a goal from Garcia.
Let's watch that replay, and I love the goal underneath the screen that they've added to this round. Look at that pass. Good touch. Passes one defender, fends her off, finds that little spot that the keeper is unaware of, and went bam, that's my goal. And Garcia, welcome back to SFV. First one for the season.
We are tied at 2-2 with under 12 minutes to go. Fitzroy's perfect record for the season is in jeopardy. Ball put out there nicely by Bakalopoulos. To bring it back in will be Claudia Fruscalzo. She's got Romy Heasley in the centre. If she wants her, she goes there. No, lets it go to the keeper. Trying to find M. Kopic up front. Can Banyule find it again? Almost. Agonisingly close. How that would have turned things on its head.
Garcia with her second, with her brace, would have been scenes here at Cirrus Futsal.
They cut out Kopic well. Now Banyule with the ball charging forward. Here's an opportunity off the left boot. Not to be, though, for Monica Fanua.
Similar occasion as we saw in the first shot, that goal in this half. She's just unable to have any breathing space. She's got a defender on her at all times, Michael.
The Banyule City Bulls are full of confidence, having drawn the game to 2 goals each with under 11 minutes remaining now. Top of the D, Melissa Garcia, goal scorer. And the ball goes to Fitzroy. What a tight affair. Many people thought it would be high scoring. It hasn't been, but it has been so entertaining, Han.
Costa could predict it. He's predicted 3-2. It could come to that. You know, not bad for the stat man, Costa. Michael.
Long throw in, just tipped over the top.
It's 2 goals, 10 minutes to go, though. It's plenty of time, plenty of time.
It's a long time to go.
Plus stop clock.
Banyule have their confidence flowing. Corner here, centres the ball, it's in! Can you believe it? Penny Bakalopoulos. My word, can you believe it? Banyule have gone ahead on the league lead is Fitzroy. 3-2 off this set piece from the corner. Bakalopoulos off the right boot, perfectly placed.
Just an amazing goal from Banyule. That's what they're going to do, hold that composure. They know that when they've got that connection between their players, they can go for it. They don't have to rush the ball in for her. She just looked calm, collected, went, yep, this is my shot, and it was just so accurate, low and fast. That's what you're going to have it.
Banyule said they could do it, said they were the team to finally beat Fitzroy. Will it come to fruition with 9 minutes, 10 seconds remaining?
So they were in the lead 1-0 earlier in the first half. Now again with that lead.
They have had the lead twice. Have Banyule City Bulls now with a set piece. Kopic organising the wall and just wide of goal for a keeper's ball. Time is ticking. Still a long way to go, but we'll see if the nerves come into play now for Fitzroy. Kopic unable to get a hold of that one.
It's been a tremendous game so far from both teams. Performances have been through the roof. No one's really taking any breathing space here, Michael.
It has been a wonderful game. Beautiful ball over the top. Just couldn't bring it under control, though. And again, it was that Penny Bakalopoulos danger up front. Here come Fitzroy down the left corridor. A little too far, though, for Claudia Frascalzo.
She's been a bit quiet in the past couple of minutes.
She has. First half, she was dominant. Heasley down the right. Ball goes out for Banyule. It'll be Pavia to bring it in. No. Centered ball. Can Banyule hold control here? Fashion an opening. Beautiful interception. Fitzroy bring it away here through Deanna Frascalzo. That speed up front again of Fitzroy.
Massive speed on the keeper once again. Save of the day. You got to do it in those situations. Tinfanua keeping the goal score only 2.
The Frascalzo sisters. Claudia and Deanna, but Banyule. Fitzroy down the right. Nobody home, however. A wasted ball there almost from the league leaders. 7 minutes 10 remaining now. Banyule in possession. Leading 3-2. Long ball from the keeper. Pavia trying to get a hold of it. Ball in here from Steph Otto, a goal scorer tonight. And what a goal it was. Frascalzo, back to Otto. No one home at the top of the D, and Banyule just clear it over the line.
So far, Banyule have been the one dominating the game in this second half, and Fitzroy just, do they have to reset? Is it a timeout need to be called?
We haven't seen any timeouts called at all tonight from either team. And I do agree, Han, it could be an opportunity for Fitzroy to call one. Nice defense there, blocked from the keeper to put the ball out of play.
So talk about Frascalzo. Claudia haven't had much possession of the ball, and they have to allow her to take that chance for Fitzroy, because for them, she's the only goal scorer, or one of the only goal scorers in this game so far. No one else can score a goal.
Monica Fanua trying to find Juliana Pavia. Ball in Fitzroy's possession. Falls short. Banyule has a crack from a distance. Banyule defending well. Pavia takes a tumble. Some complaints from Fitzroy on that one, Han.
It's hard to tell. You know, the referees, Michael Ciaris right there on your screen, sees it all unfold, and he's the one that's got to call the game, especially in a big game like this. You've got to be on point with that whistle, and he has been, which is great to see. Fitzroy just getting a bit agitated. I believe, 5 minutes to go.
Goalkeeper takes the kick straight into the wall. Fitzroy's ball. Hoping for a quick counter. The league leaders with 5 minutes remaining to find an equaliser and hopefully push ahead. But Banyule have really tightened things up.
If they can hold that lead, anything can happen for them for the remainder of the season, because they could follow on and beat other teams that they've lost against. They're up. Wait, I think it's timeout. No?
We do have a timeout.
Oh, there you go. So Fitzroy have called their timeout. They've got Preston again, which they've lost to last time, Banyule. They can continue on their winning streak and probably possibly move up to third.
So what do you think Jimmy Soufis and Scott Rogan will be telling their players right now, Han?
It's a set piece, so I think they're kind of got their board out and getting ready for a possible Fitzroy set piece, but I don't know what it is. Tyler normally is the one, because he's the inside man for Fitzroy. I'm unsure. Could be a dummy off to Liz Air, the keeper. I reckon that might be the set piece for Fitzroy.
And Nasser Saeed, no doubt, telling his charge, keep calm, keep focused, keep applying the pressure, keep tight in defence. And let's see if we can put another one in the net and seal the deal here. A close contest. Banyule came in scoring 58 goals in 13 games, averaging 4.4 goals a game, conceding an average of 5. Fitzroy, 90 goals in 13 games, 7 goals a game average, conceding on average only 1.5 goals a game. So already double their average in conceding tonight.
Well, Michael, the stats, unbelievable. But it's Fitzroy. You see the stats. On paper, they look like the dominant team. You see it now with Banyule. They're really challenging them.
They are struggling. They really are struggling. Especially the way that the Fanua sisters have stepped up here. We've also seen Penny Bakalopoulos become a real threat, and Melissa Garcia. Corner kick for Scalzo, the target. On the right boot, has a shot blocked out nicely by Banyule again. Some hesitation there from Fitzroy.
Banyule did well to defend that ball. They knew that something was coming that way. Bit of a set play from Fitzroy in the end. They've dominating that defense first. I think that's what they worked on. We talked to Daniela Galucci a couple of weeks ago, and she said defending is not something that they are good at. But looks like they've worked hard to overcome that in this game.
Fanua uses a bit of muscle. Nicely done from her. Still has the ball. Tried to give it off there to Bakalopoulos. Still in Banyule's possession. Kicking from the sideline. 4 minutes, 5 seconds remaining in this match. Thumping shot from the keeper. Was on target, but easy catch. Trying to bring it on the right boot. For Scalzo. Couldn't get there in time.
Like
Steph Otto here with the kick in.
Fitzroy looks almost they're ball watching a little bit. They had a lot of movement earlier on in this half, but in the end now you see them.
The gusto they had earlier on and the sense of they knew where they were going with the ball isn't there over the last 3 or 4 minutes.
No, not there at all. So can they conjure something in the last couple of minutes of this game?
To the right-hand side. Down the line it goes. Fitzroy, a chance. Possibly. Otto. Straight into the keeper. Long ball down. Maybe a waste of that ball not to play it out to Abdul Latif, who was on her right coming down that corridor. And Fitzroy in possession once more. Attacking. Banyule cuts it out. Fanua. Here's Abdul Latif on the right-hand side. Just can't keep it in though. That was the right idea from Banyule. Abdul Latif has that speed, and as we've seen all game, has that possession when she's got the ball. Cracking shot from Claudia Frascalzo. Maybe a sense of desperation now for Fitzroy.
I know that time is not on their side, but stop clock. That's the advantage there here in Series Futsal.
Frascalzo dispossessed. Nicely done from Banyule. Claudia Frascalzo. Short to the keeper. Off the right boot. Thought she had an opening. But there are some wild shots coming in now from Fitzroy. They've got to set it up. There's another wild shot goes over the top.
I think they're just hoping for one to get in, like similar to what Steph Otto's goal was.
Header there. Can they get a long shot? Can they fashion something from in close? Here's Frascalzo again. Squares the ball and just went through the legs. Well, she was hoping that M. Koppert could turn on it at the top of the D. Koppert could not.
Turn and back heel possibly. They had pretty fiery play earlier, but now nothing's going their way for Fitzroy.
Frascalzo tries to centre it. Here's Otto. Ball put out by Banyule. Good defending again. The clock is in red. 1:42 remaining. Is Fitzroy staring down the barrel of their first loss of the season? Here's Otto off the right. It goes in. They've scudded one in with 1:36 remaining.
Hold on to that barrel, Marco, because it's ain't there yet for Fitzroy.
Right on the goal line. Otto back to the keeper. Look at this. Short ball back to Otto. Otto slams it in. It's on the goal line almost and just put over there by Claudia Frascalzo. We've got a drawn game with 90 seconds remaining.
Crazy things has happened here in the Sears Futsal Arena, and Fitzroy has upsetted so many teams. When they can give you that confidence, they take it straight out of you. Will it go to penalties, or will Fitzroy get one in the bag, or will Banyule be the one to upset the champion leaders?
Here come Fitzroy again. Can they keep possession? No, a little bit too far and fast there for Claudia Frascalzo.
Fitzroy does not have that timeout in the back of their pocket no more. That's gone. You can't use it.
Nicely done here. Fanua tried to flick it over. Gives up possession. Here come Fitzroy. Frascalzo off the right. Over the top it goes. Frascalzo, Claudia has scored 2 so far tonight. Steph Otto, another one for Fitzroy. The goal scorers for Banyule, Lisa Fanua, Penny Bakalopoulos and Melissa Garcia. Who will be the saviour? Who will score goal number 4 for either side to win the match? Fanua. Little ball over the top. Nicely played. Just couldn't get it past the keeper there though, Penny Bakalopoulos. Fitzroy quick down the other end. Bakalopoulos waiting. Can't get that one though. Half a minute now. Long ball from the keeper, hoping for a flick on off the head there. Keeper comes out for Banyule. Squares it up nicely. Keeper out of place. That was a wide open goal. If only they would have known to take their time with that one, Han.
If only. 15 seconds, Michael. We're all at the edge of our seats here.
Is there a final shot here for Banyule?
Either team does not want to go to penalty. They've worked so hard. They do not want that to happen. And Fitzroy, crazy times ahead, 9 seconds.
Fitzroy's final charge, perhaps. Straight to Banyule, though. The Bulls, maybe one last charge for a score off the right boot here. And blocked by the keeper right on the line. 3 goals apiece, Han.
Wow. As I somehow half predicted, penalty shootout. It's insane of what just happened there. Banyule were desperate to hold on to that lead the entire half, but in the end it was Frascalzo that made this 3-all happen. It's penalties. It's now a roll of the dice. It's whoever could be accurate with that goal scoring, because it is 10 meters. It is sometimes tricky. It's up to who can score that winning penalty shootout, and it's anyone's game now. It's roll of the dice, Michael.
It is a lottery now. And still a chance for Banyule to be the first team to blemish Fitzroy this season. Fitzroy came in 13-0. Banyule came in 6-7. And as you said, Han, if Banyule gets the win tonight, there are still so many opportunities for them this season.
So many. They came in late in this season, and now they've really formed a team. You know, at first they were finding their feet, but if they can beat Fitzroy, they can beat anyone. And no one has done it all season. No one has done it.
To the tune of 90 goals, 90 in 13 games from Fitzroy. Their average of 7 goals a game was kept to only 3 tonight by Banyule.
And the other way around, in the other way around, if Banyule could beat Fitzroy, other teams can too.
They show the holes, don't they? They create the blueprint of how to beat Fitzroy.
Mm-hmm.
So first up to the spot here will be Melissa Garcia for Banyule. She was a scorer of one of their 3 goals tonight. Garcia waiting for the referee. Finds it. Nicely placed. First penalty struck in there for Banyule. Keeper did get a foot to it, but not enough to keep the ball out. And the keeper will take the second penalty kick here, or the first one, I should say, for Fitzroy.
Yeah, Liz, she's got the speed and she's got the accuracy.
No, straight into the hands of her opposing.
And will we see the other goalkeeper take a possible penalty? She might be the last resort for Banyule Bulls, Tin Fanua.
And it looks like Penny Bakalopoulos, who also scored earlier tonight, will be the second penalty taker for Banyule Bulls to go 2-0.
Here we go.
And it's put out. Liz Ayer puts the ball out. And it's still close. Stepping up now, that star for Fitzroy, Claudia Frascalzo. She has scored 27 goals this season, Claudia Frascalzo. Can she score an important penalty? She cannot. Good goalkeeping, puts it over the top there by Tin Fanua.
Now if Bulls get this one, they could be winner. They are the winners. If this one goes into the back of the net, Michael.
It is all down to Daniela Galuccio for the Banyule Bulls.
Can she do the impossible? Undefeated Fitzroy. This is that moment right now, Michael.
Are they about to go 13-1, Fitzroy?
A lot of pressure.
Go, Galuccio hits the post. Did it take a deflection off the keeper? This is heart-wrenching. She rips off a shoe. Well, there's a sign of protest I haven't seen before. Ripping off one boot and piffing it onto the court.
I've never seen that before.
M. Kopic now.
It's still anyone's game. If she misses this, it's Banyule. It could be the winner.
I'm
think it is,
sweating
right?
here, Han. I am sweating.
I think it all comes down to M. Kapok.
Kapak misses.
Fitzroy are no longer undefeated in this season. Banyule Bulls have done it, Michael.
Unbelievable. What a night. What a way to kick off tonight. First of 4 games, and that was an absolute heart thumper from start to finish, Han.
It was leaderboard to lead, or leader to leader. It was 0-1 to 1-1 to 2-1. It was unstop action here. I can't believe it. Unbelievable.
Fantastic. Our goal scorers tonight, Steph Otto had 1, Claudia Frascalzo had 2 for Fitzroy. 3 goals shared between Lisa Fanua, Penny Bakalopoulos and Melissa Garcia for Banyule. And here's a replay of the penalty.
The first one from Garcia, the goal scorer already, and we didn't expect this to happen, but that was just magical right there.
That was the best penalty of all the ones taken tonight. It really was. Perfect placement from Garcia.
And that's to telling you that goal scorer we saw in the game. Exactly that. And
all right, folks, we're going to take a quick back, and when we return, we'll be chatting with a couple of our players from tonight. What a fabulous game. Congratulations to the Banyule Bulls.
Ricochet, but in the end, Lauren's going to mop up.
What?
Kicks her straight into Vatke. She might punish. She does. Elena Vatke, welcome back to SFV. She scores her first goal for Fitzroy this season. As Amazons trailing now by 2 goals, Fitzroy 3. This is just unfortunate for the Amazons. Deb Lawrence kicks it to her horror straight into Elena Vatke as she went bam. Thank you. There you have it. My first goal.
And Bulls are going to have another crack at this one. Cut out by Habib. Habib trying to go around Abdelatif. Abdelatif puts a foot in. Fanua wins the ball back. Fanua again.
Oh.
Beautiful play.
Thanks for sticking around to the post-match interview. I'm here with Danny Galuccio for the Banyule Bulls. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You did it. The impossible.
Yep.
Undefeated Fitzroy.
Yep.
Managed to get it through to penalties
Yep.
and won the winning game that we thought would never happen.
We didn't really think could happen either, to be fair. But we'd managed to pull it off. Just our first penalty shootout that we've won ever.
Yep.
So it's really unmarked territory for us at the moment.
Yeah, and it was such a close game throughout. You know, it went from you leading 1-0, which
Yep.
was incredible in the first
Lisa's
goal
goal,
scored,
yep.
exactly. And then they came back,
Yep.
and then you came back.
Yep.
They came back. It was just this
Yeah.
tower that kept going back and forth. And then in the end, I can't remember who scored the last goal. Was Penny? That scored,
Yeah, Penny from a corner.
yeah, which was
Yep.
made it 3-3. And then from
Oh.
then on, you guys are battling out to the end.
It always is against them. Like, it's always a physical match. And then the scoreline's always low, especially when we both have our full teams. They had a couple of main players missing out, which I think would have helped them a lot today. And if Liz didn't sleep in, I think it would have set the standard from the beginning,
Right, yeah.
rather than them just having a little bit of scrambled eggs. But no, I think we managed to pull off with a very great win today.
Oh, absolutely. And a couple of weeks ago, you spoke to Joseph regarding your defence.
Yes.
Wow. What have you done in the past couple of weeks to make your team now become that defensive team?
I think just defend. That's the
Yeah.
main thing. And you can see when we have a lapse in defence, that's when other teams usually score. It doesn't matter which team it is. It's usually if we're not defending, they score. It's basically what it is. Yeah, Otto with an amazing goal tonight as well. Like, literally, I think the cobwebs can't be any cleaner with that one. But no, I think that game there is like a pinnacle of futsal. Like,
Yes.
it's close. You don't know who's going to win. Even in the penalties, you don't know.
Exactly. And we're now talking about the blueprint that you've created in this game is now what other teams are going to watch back and go, what did they do to beat Fitzroy?
I mean, Amazons, if you want tips, let us know, because, I mean, we...
Bit of training session?
Yeah, we if you want tips, just let us know, and I'm sure we can figure something out.
Now, does that mean for the remainder of the season, you know that coming into every game, you can be, a team that can beat the other teams that you lost against?
Yeah.
Will you come back around and go, you know what, I think we've got a chance?
Yeah, I think with us, we always do have a slight chance without sounding like arrogant and cocky. It's just more if we want to play and if we defend.
Right.
Because if we're not on, like every team really, like if you're not on, then you're not on, you're off.
Yeah, it's all psychological, isn't it? You can
Yeah.
have the best performance physically, but if your mind's not there and you don't want to win, it could have a factor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. And
Yep.
like I said, like ages ago, the start of the season, it wasn't really the best. So then that just rolled into each game. And then it wasn't until I think we lost to Carlton, we were like, okay,
Time to...
we can't really be losing here.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
time to shape up a bit. So that's
Yeah.
what we did.
And you want in a couple of players that we haven't seen in SFA for a while, Melissa Garcia being one,
Yes.
Penny we've seen, and Pam.
Yep.
How is that, those players coming back, creating that dynamic now?
Yeah, I love them. Like Penny and Pam, like they're always just like such mellow players. They always like just take the stress away from the actual play. And Kevin, she's just our little pocket rocket. Oh, Mel Garcia, she's our little pocket rocket. Like literally, she doesn't stop running. She is literally our legs. And as you saw from that goal tonight, like she just knows what she's doing, and we don't need to think twice about her.
Yep, lovely. Thanks again for your time, Danny.
No worries.
Congratulations on the win. All the
Thank
best for the
you.
remainder of the season.
Thank you.
And up next, we've got a big matchup again, Preston and Melbourne AKU. Stick around for that. Once again, Danny, thanks for your time.
Thank you.